Hello friends, I have started a video series on the topic cellular respiration. In my first video of this series, I discuss about concept of the respiration. In second video, I discuss about first stage of the cellular respiration, which is glycolysis. And now in this video, I'm going to start with link reaction, the second stage of the cellular respiration in which pyruvate molecule get converted into acetyl CoA. We have discussed in detail about the glycolysis. In glycolysis process, one glucose molecule undergo a sequential stepwise breakdown, and at the end of glycolysis process, two molecules of pyruvate is produced. Glucose is a 6 carbon compound while pyruvate is a 3 carbon compound, and in the glycolysis process two 3 carbon compound pyruvate molecules are produced. Now the next important stage in the cellular respiration is TCA cycle or tricarboxylic acid cycle or Krebs cycle. But this pyruvate cannot directly enter into the TCA cycle, and first the pyruvate have to convert into acetyl CoA. That means from two molecule of pyruvate or pyruvic acid, two molecule of acetyl CoA must be produced. And this conversion is carried out by link reaction. So this is the link between glycolysis and TCA cycle. Okay, and in this reaction, two molecule of acetyl CoA is produced. If we want to summarize the overall reaction that takes place in the link reaction, it will look like this. In this reaction, two molecule of 3 carbon compound pyruvate undergo oxidative decarboxylation in which two molecules of 2 carbon compound acetyl CoA is produced. So 3 into 2, 6 carbon are present in this complex, while 2 into 2, only 4 carbons are present in the 2 molecule of acetyl CoA. So remaining 2 carbon are lost in the form of carbon dioxide. So in this reaction, at the time of actual conversion, 2 molecule of carbon dioxide are also produced. At the same time, 2 molecule of coenzyme A take part in the reaction, so that after decarboxylation of the pyruvate, acetyl group is produced, and when this coenzyme A attached to the acetyl group, acetyl CoA is produced. Okay, and in this reaction, large amount of energy is generated. We know that this is the exothermic reaction, and due to dehydrogenation, 2 NAD is converted into 2 NADH, and this NADH can directly then take part in the electron transport chain. This is all about the summary of the link reaction, but in today's lecture I am going to discuss this link reaction in detail. The reaction look very simple here, but actually it is the step or the process which is carried out by multiple enzymes. Total 3 different enzymes take part in the process, which are E1, E2 and E3. E1 enzyme is called as first or the important enzyme, the name is pyruvate dehydrogenase. The second enzyme is dihydrolipoyl transacetylase, while the enzyme number 3 is dihydrolipoyl dehydrogenase. Okay, so total 3 enzymes involved in the overall process, and 5 cofactors take part in the process. Cofactors or coenzymes. Okay. Now, which are these 5 coenzymes? They are TPP, this is the first coenzyme, thymine pyrophosphate, lipamide residue or lipamide, second cofactor, then coenzyme A, third cofactor, FAD, fourth cofactor, and NAD, cofactor number 5. So this is the multi-step process in which 3 enzyme and 5 cofactor take part. The reaction start when 2 molecules of pyruvate, which is produced at the end of glycolysis, undergo decarboxylation in which 2 molecules of carbon dioxide are produced. And due to breakdown of this bond, this C double bond O is leave in the form of carbon dioxide, and this group, which is the acetyl group, combined with thymine pyrophosphate. In this reaction, which is catalyzed by the enzyme pyruvate dehydrogenase, due to attachment of acetyl group with the TPP, HET HTPP is produced, that is hydroxyethyl thymine pyrophosphate is produced. Here you can see CH3, C double bond O, and this hydrogen fixed in the reaction, while TPP cofactor get attached with the acetyl group. This is the first reaction which is carried out by enzyme number 1, and the enzyme is pyruvate dehydrogenase. Okay, after formation of the HTPP, this product now enter into the second reaction which is catalyzed by enzyme E2. This enzyme is dihydrolipoyl transacetylase. Now this E2 enzyme have lipamide residue on its surface. You can see here lipamide residue have two sulfur group on an arm. Now at the first reaction of this E2, this lipamide residue get attached, this bond get break, and lipamide residue get attached to the acetyl group C double bond O CH3, COCH3. So this group is transfer itself from TPP on the sulfur of lipamide residue of E2, and in this reaction this type of structure is produced. At the same time, one of the sulfur get reduced. Here you can see sulfur combined with hydrogen. Okay, and this is the 2 carbon skeleton directly come from the pyruvate on the enzyme 2. And once this structure is produced, now coenzyme A, which is a vitamin B5, take part in the process, and now this acetyl group is transferred on the coenzyme A by the same enzyme, and acetyl CoA is produced. Okay, so from 2 molecules of this acetyl group, 2 molecules of acetyl CoA is released, as I discussed earlier. Now when this acetyl group leave with a CoA, now this sulfur also get reduced. So in this reaction acetyl CoA is produced and both the sulfur of enzyme 2 get reduced. Okay, and in reduced form this sulfur are inactive. So someone have to remove this hydrogen from the lipamide residue and convert it into oxidized form to carry out the second reaction or recycle the enzyme. Okay, and for the removal of this hydrogen, third enzyme come in the process. This third enzyme is E3 or dihydrolipoyl dehydrogenase. Name itself suggests this is the enzyme which catalyzes the process of removing hydrogen from lipamide residue. These hydrogens are removed and this hydrogen are accepted by cofactor number 4 FAD, which is vitamin B2. And due to accepting hydrogen, the FAD convert into FADH2. 2 molecules of FAD get converted into 2 molecules of FADH2, and this sulfur get oxidized. And now the FADH2 donate these hydrogens to NAD, that is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, which is vitamin B3. And when this hydrogen is accepted by NAD, NAD get converted into NADH. So at the end of the reaction, 2 molecule of carbon dioxide, 2 molecule of acetyl CoA, while 2 molecule of NADH are produced, while the whole reaction is catalyzed by 3 enzymes, mainly enzyme 1, which is pyruvate dehydrogenase, enzyme 2, which is dihydrolipoyl transacetylase, while enzyme 3, which is dihydrolipoyl dehydrogenase. 5 cofactor sequentially take part in the process. First is thymine pyrophosphate or vitamin B1, then second is lipamide, which is present on enzyme number 2. Third is coenzyme A, which is vitamin B5. Fourth cofactor is FAD, which is vitamin B2, while NAD, which is vitamin B3. Okay, this process of link reaction is catalyzed at the inner membrane of the mitochondria by these 3 enzymes together. So these enzymes are called as pyruvate dehydrogenase complex, PDH complex. Okay, when pyruvate is produced by the process of glycolysis in the cytoplasm. From cytoplasm, pyruvate transported into the mitochondrial matrix through a special transport system called pyruvate shuttle. And when pyruvate enter inside the mitochondrial matrix, it is oxidized by these enzymes which is present on the inner membrane of the pyruvate. Now this acetyl-CoA is produced inside the pyruvate which directly take part in the tricarboxylic acid cycle. How much ATP do link reaction produced? Okay, so here you can see as link reaction produced 2 NADH, and when this NADH enter into the last stage of the respiration, that is electron transport chain, each NADH produce 3 ATP. So 2 NADH which is produced in the link reaction will going to give 6 ATPs. Okay, so link reaction produce total 6 ATP. As I discussed in my previous video, during the glycolysis, by substrate level and oxidative phosphorylation, 8 ATPs are produced. So both this stage, glycolysis and link reaction together produce 14 ATPs. Okay, remaining ATP will be going to produce in tricarboxylic acid cycle. I am going to discuss tricarboxylic acid cycle with all the enzymes which is involved in the cycle in my next video. Thank you.